Good evening. Tonight I will narrate 2 glitch in the Matrix experiences for you. So sit back and relax. First story. Author name: My Innocent Bystander. Story title: A ring I lost in a pool appeared a few days later right next to me. Last summer, a friend had invited me to go to the pool with him. The year before, my grandma, who is sadly no longer with us, gave me a CO.AG ring and told me that when she was younger, she had one just like it, and she wore it all the time until it broke. She told me she'd hoped I'd do the same and think about her. I wear this ring all the time and often fidget with it unconsciously. So I went to the pool with my friend, and we were just having fun, right? And I definitely remember having the ring as we, 1, left the house to go to the pool, and 2, fidgeting with the ring while we were there. A little while before we left, I realized that the ring was missing, and that I must have dropped it while diving, or the water made it slip off or something, which doesn't happen often, except in the cold, and it was a pretty hot summer day. We looked all over for that ring, even the lifeguards dove in and looked for us. The pool is a pretty dang small pool, and there's not much around it, so there weren't a lot of places to look. We didn't find it, so the people said that they'd give us a call if they found it, and we would come pick it up. But a few days later, I woke up and without even thinking, I reached behind me, and underneath my pillow was the ring. I know my parents had nothing to do with it, because they wouldn't put it in my bed, and I know I had it with me at the pool. And it definitely couldn't have been any other ring. So what happened? Personal thoughts. You know, something like this has happened to me. But it's with a strange item. It was with a yo-yo. You know those things that you have, there's a string attached to your finger and you just throw it down and it spins on its own axis inside. It's fun little toys. But I had one that was red. I was at a friend's birthday party. We were just having fun. I was playing with it. I set it on the counter, and then when I went back for it later after we had cake, it was gone. I just figured one of the kids, took it. I don't remember. How old were we? Maybe 12 or something? Anyways, I just figured, so some kid took it. Probably forgot to put it back, I don't know. But then, probably a week after, I was at school. And it was in my locker. Now you could say maybe a kid at the birthday party saw me, knew it belonged to me, and then somehow had my locker code too, and just put it back and never told me. It's very strange. It's not the glitchiest thing that ever happened, but it is very odd. It makes you question things, even if it's a small event. Story 2. Author name: Isolani. Story title: I didn't exist for a couple of hours. So, mobile alert. This happened 2 days ago. I was at my home because of quarantine, and according to me, I was sleeping. When I woke up, my mom was looking at me, having a very shocked and worried expression, and tears in her eyes. She asked me where the hell I was, and I said that I was sleeping right here in my bed. She didn't believe me and said she checked and I wasn't there. So apparently, my family woke up in the morning and I didn't come for breakfast. My dad came into my room and just saw the blanket and pillow. I do sleep with a blanket on my face. Then my mom came to wake me and took the blanket off. No one was there. Then she panicked and told my dad. They searched the entire house and tried calling me, but nothing worked. Then they asked the neighbors if they had seen me leaving, but the neighbors couldn't help as well. My mom was so afraid at that point, and they called the police, and that's when my dad went to file the report, and I woke up. We called my dad and told him I was back, and he wanted an explanation, and I couldn't give one. I said I was just sleeping, and then I woke up, and this whole thing had happened. I wanted to make it clear that I do sleep with a blanket covering my entire body, and my mom did make it clear that she took the blanket off, and no one was there. We're all very shaken right now. Personal thoughts. Now this has never happened to me before. I was always out exploring as a kid on my bike, just walking with friends, in forests, everything. But I never went missing, and I would always come home at a proper hour, you could say, before the lamppost would go out. Anyways, I wonder what could have happened here. If her mom did remove the covers, as she's saying, and this person wasn't even sleeping in her bed, I have no idea what would cause that. Yeah, I have no explanation. Very strange.